Hello, everybody. And
Hello.
back. Hi, Sharon. Sharon's waiting for the ferry. She's going over to pick up her new computer. Hi, Maureen. Hi, Trina. Hi, Patty. Hi, Vivian. Hi, Janet. And we're just waiting for people to come in. And we carried one over today from this morning's program. That we'll talk about a little bit. And make sure I'm in the right chat here.
Hey, Brenda. Hey, Jay. Hey, Trina. Viviane, Janet P. Oh, did I tell you I did go on my channel and I did put a blurb out?
Good.
I put a short out. So hopefully people saw it, and I linked the show.
Brenda. Hi, Herc.
Who do I feel like using today?
And if you guys have questions, please go ahead and put your questions in all caps. Put a heart or an icon in the front of it so it makes it easier for me to locate them. I don't know why I'm looking like I don't have the. Yeah, I guess I do.
Hey, strawberry shortcakes.
I guess Sharon got a really good deal on a computer and they're holding it for her, and that's where she's at. She's on her way to go pick it up. Congratulations. I could use a brand new tower. I know I've got multiple computers, but I would really like my desktop because I got a great big screen for it.
Brenda's saying that your hair looks lovely.
Oh, thank you. I took the scissors and hacked layers into it because it was driving me crazy. So it's a lot more bouncy now. I like that. This is my natural curl. Yesterday I curled it, but today is my natural curl.
Yes, I'm gorgeous.
Yes, Dean's gorgeous. I'm just trying to keep up. I've got 20 years on him. No, I've got 18 years on him, so.
That's fair to say.
I gotta do everything I can to not look like my mother. The red hair came back. Yeah, it's funny because I look a lot like my mother, and when my hair turned white from COVID, every time I walk past mirrors, I see my mother, and I always all my life, no, I don't look like my mom, you know. No, I don't. No, I don't. Well, you know, I'm at that age where my mom and I were really, really, really close. You know, I was a new mom myself, and my mom was in her 50s, and my mom, I swear, didn't age from like 40 to 69 until she got sick with cancer. She did not age a day. She still looked like she was in her 50s until she got cancer. And now I'm that age, and with my hair white, I look in the mirror and I see my mother, and it's so weird. But then I watch videos, and I don't watch my videos, and but I went back the other day and watched my a bunch of my videos just to work on improving myself and stuff like that. And I make my mother's faces when I read. It's really funny. how much I resemble her when I read. So, yeah. Anyways, let me go through and look for questions. Yeah. Let's see if I can. Yeah, Herc, I did go back to mine. Herc remembers me with red hair. I did. This is about my natural colors. We're a little bit lighter. It's fading out fast. It doesn't hold long.
Red doesn't usually hold very long.
And red hair doesn't take like brown or any other color really well either. If you put a mahogany on it, it'll turn purple. It will pull the purple out of the dye. If I dye my hair golden brown, it will pull only the red tones out. So it's really weird. And then it's pure white, so it has no pigmentation in it, so it doesn't like the grab color either. It washes out as fast as you put it in.
It washes out.
It washes out. Wash with an R. He loves to tease me about that. My mom is from Oklahoma. She taught me to speak.
Well, I have family from Oklahoma too, so I think it's funny.
Yeah, but do they wash or do they wash?
Depends on the person you're asking.
Yeah, at least I'm not telling you to go out there yonder and get it all. We moved to Oregon. My grandmother moved back to her childhood slang. It was really funny. Sharon said she has 27 years on you, Dean. She still has game. Geez, Sharon, I think you have more game than I do. Well, I know you do. We love you, Sharon. And once again, I want to thank Vivian for posting on channels. Brenda, I don't blame you. You don't have to tell your age if you don't want to. She's 25, though.
Oh, she says I'm the elder here, though. LOL.
I would never guess that. I don't.
Hey, Maureen.
Anybody that's 50 or older, you're my age. I'm just going to clump us all together.
Hello, Teresa. Levine.
You Canadian, Teresa? It's a very, very Canadian name.
Teresa. I just want to go.
Really?
Teresa.
You look fabulous. Fabulous.
Oh, her husband's Canadian. $71 is the new $51.
Good. I'm looking forward to it then. I hope I have some reverse engineering. Here, this last year, I got a little bit of 71.
Yeah, it's going to take some time for that toe to heal, Patty.
Yeah, Patty, but have it looked at by a podiatrist. Mine did that, and I had broke my toe. And if it's that baby toe, oh, that hurts. Elevate it.
Maureen is asking, who are my spirit guides? They're the ones you chose before you came to Earth.
I am not good at identifying spirit guides. We all have them.
Yeah, I don't.
And I mean, I somebody helped me realize that I was seeing my guide. But they didn't give me. They did eventually give me a name because it came forward after I finally saw him. But I can't. The only reason I know Jimmy, which is Dean's guide, is because he's also one of my guides. He comes in and out. He's Dean's main guide, though, but he comes to me periodically. So I hear him constantly. I can see him in Dean's room. Leaning up against the wall still. He's actually more forward than usual. He's actually closer than you than usual. I would say, you know, when you're meditating, you will see your guides. They don't usually always show themselves as a human form, more of a spectrum of light. I like the way Linda G describes it, because when she described it, it was perfect. If you've ever seen that movie by Ron Howard, what's the name of that movie?
Cocoon.
Cocoon, thank you. And that pool scene where all those light figures are coming out of the pool, that's basically what your guides look like. They're spectrums of light, and they can be any colored spectrum they choose to be. Mine is gold and very sparkly around the edges. And he's a shaman. And he has shown himself to me now. But I was working with that light spectrum forever before he actually showed me what he looked like when he walked the earth. And he hasn't been on earth in over 5,000 years. I was very amazed when he showed himself to me. Very beautiful man. Anyways, so I would suggest meditating. Ask your guide what their name is. Don't be surprised if they tell you won't be able to pronounce it. Call me what you want. Sometimes you can pronounce it, sometimes you can't. I've heard people say both, but they will reveal themselves to you. All you need to do is ask. And meditation is a big key to getting in touch and building that conversational level, that messaging level with your guide. They're always there for you, though. They send you messages all the time. The 40s are the new 20s. Do you feel 20, Dean?
No.
I don't think I want to go back all the way back to 20s. Maybe 40s is the new 30s.
I'll go back as 35. No.
Yeah, 35. But the mid 30s, you're being taken serious as an adult, and by your coworkers and your bosses and your peers, and that to me was the threshold years. Is that mid 30s? And from then on, it's just uphill. I don't know if it's Canadians age well, or you're just of the. I think it's genetic to. Certain cultures age fast. Certain cultures age slowly. Depends on how oily your skin is, how many wrinkles show up young, how well you take care of yourself. I've just started aging around my mouth. It drives me crazy.
Maybe a facelift would be good. Start early. It'll last longer.
I'm not into that plastic thing. I'm going to look like what I'm going to look like in the end. So I have pretty oily skin, so I would just keep on putting oil down here where it's drying out.
And your son is Coner?
Now there's an Irish name if I've ever heard one.
What you trying to say, friend? You think I need some fills in or something like fill-ins? No, I'm gonna look my age. I'm sorry, but then my face is always hard to age because I look so youthful.
Like Casey. Her daughter's name is Kathy and her son's name is Coner. Well, we know Kathy's an upbeat, outgoing person because I only know one Kathy that isn't.
Thank you, Patty. I think I do too.
Yeah, Dean, you do look good. Even Trina thinks you look good, Dean.
Well, of course. She knows it to be true. The woman speaks truth.
The pull down menu has the donation links. It's a Venmo and Cash App. I don't get along with PayPal. I've had problems personally with PayPal. I don't know anybody else that has, though. And Venmo is owned by PayPal, so I have any problems with that account, though. And Dean, I don't know what your Cash Apps are, Dean. Do you have a PayPal account?
Yeah, I do.
Yours is PayPal at what?
Oh, I'll get the link. Give me a minute.
Thank you, Vivian. I use that Venmo account quite a bit because my daughter and I will send money back and forth, and there's not a bunch of fees and stuff involved in it. I really like it.
I like Venmo too, but I like most people for me just go on off of PayPal.
I see Cash App used a lot in I see all three of those companies used a lot on different people's websites. I kept getting my PayPal account hit by unknown vendors, and I had removed all my cards from it, and they kept reactivating cards that I had actually gone through and canceled and had replaced because I had gotten somebody had fraudulently hit my credit card. So I just canceled all my cards and had them reissued by my bank. And I shut down my
That's illegal. They can't do that.
No, they can't, but they did it several times, and then they kept on sending me nasty emails. You need to update your records. And I called them first. That was like taking a shot in the dark, being transferred. And finally, I responded to their email. I sent them an email and said, I removed all my accounts because I keep on getting bills from vendors I don't know. I'm not ordering anything online. Quit reactivating my canceled credit cards. And I knew they were kept on hitting them because my bank has them on record still, and they were sending me a denial on that credit card, and I knew I wasn't using them. And I called my bank and told them all those listing on those cards that are coming through are fraudulent. I did not place purchases under a card I had canceled. So I don't want to mess with it. And I know everybody else has no problems with PayPal. I don't know how I got in that loop. I'm going to do a political video tonight and post it tomorrow morning.
Thank you, Karen. Yes, Karen, I received it. Thank you. You're so nice. Every little bit helps for the readers to help pay for their to support the channels. Like for me, it supports the
subscription
StreamYard options that I have, because it comes with the price in order to use it. So we really do appreciate that.
Is everybody having a perfect day today? Because I'm not seeing any new questions.
You know, my day started off, I woke up, Kathy, and I was like, I'm going to spend some time with Kathy today. And, you know, I got up and I made myself presentable, because, I mean, when you're going to be on air, you have to look gorgeous. So, I mean, I had to take the extra mile today. And, yeah, I got up, I took care of some business.
And Dean doesn't just go in and comb his hair and jump online either. He takes some time.
It takes time. It takes effort to look this good.
Beautiful. Yeah.
And that's not speaking for vanity either. I mean, something has to be said when a man will get up and make himself presentable to women. So you have to think about it.
We're not just women here. There's men that come in our room too.
But I'm not presenting myself to them. I'm presenting myself to women. They can appreciate my beauty.
We know what effort it takes, is what you're saying.
Come on, y'all. Yes, it's Sunday. You have to laugh.
It takes time to look gorgeous.
Exactly. Come on, y'all. You have to laugh. It's not vanity. It's not ego. It's humor. Come on now. So
I always tease Dean, because we always say, you know, when you're a reader, you've got to put your ego aside. Mine sits up here on the shelf someplace. Dean's on his sleeve in his gorgeousness, and then he doesn't integrate it into his readings that way. And I always love Linda G, and she knows she has an ego. It slips out once in a while, and then she scolds herself and goes on. But that's how different readers deal with their ego. Is you have to put yourself in check and realize that we all have an ego and we all have an opinion. Own your opinions and stand by your readings. That's what I always say.
So Casey's gonna be giving you a donation through Venmo.
Well, she's gonna be.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
Trina has a question. Please tell me what the week holds for me. Well, if you go back and watch the show from this morning, friend,
received it.
When you watch the show from this morning, it's all about peace. Remember, this week we're focusing on peace, right? I'm unwavering in the face of fear. I come to my senses and embrace challenge. I'm determined to think with gentleness and calm. I find inner silence and become a manifestation of peace. Follow up with the Haven deck, Oracle deck, says savor the connection within yourself. Okay, so it's all about peace. And I pulled another card this morning, since we're kind of piggybacking in a way, from my my Saints and Mystics Oracle deck. And that deck, it was Isaac Newton, which his energy for spirituality is all about, let me see, what did it say? It was about facing your challenges, coming outside your shell, and work to like make yourself whole again, if I'm remembering correctly what his card means. But yes, it's all about finding your light, finding your inner peace, and healing yourself.
Can't remember what I mixed my cards up.
Girl, don't you be giving me grief now. She's like, do now it's Pepsi and not Dr. Pepper. Well, you know what? It's my guilty vice. If I wanted...
He's from Texas, so it's Dr. Pepper. That's a Texas thing.
No, because I have a Pepsi now. And she's like... And you know, the only reason why I had the Pepsi is because they're out of Dr. Pepper, so I had to make a sacrifice. This is my sacrifice. How many make those faces, Trina? Because look, they're making more friends.
You're a pepper, everybody.
More lines come out.
Can you all imagine Dean running around, you know, in his vest and his, you know, buttoned down shirt with the sleeves rolled, dancing around, singing, "I'm a pepper, you're a pepper, everybody's got to be a pepper." It's probably a commercial back when you were a baby.
I remember it. I remember hearing it.
Well, two of the cards I pulled this morning was surrender to procrastination and surrender to your addictions. And addictions not meaning drug and alcohol, but also meaning substances, food, people, sex, overworking. Take action to begin healing from addictions and putting yourself in a healthy alternative place. So that was the theme. There was one other card, and I cannot remember what it was.
Oh, KC526, she's asking if she can have a card. Well, I think with her generous donation today, we can give her a reading.
I'm going to pull a postcard from Spirit, though. I like those cards. I always love the messages.
Dean will sing, "I'm a pecker, you're a pecker. Would you like to be a pecker too?" No, I'm not going to say pecker. No, that's gross.
But I do remember singing that along with the commercial, though, Debsy. How are you doing today, Deb?
And Sharon wants a card too. Nice.
Well, this card's theme is be fearless. It says, "Dearest you, you are taking yourself and your problems too seriously. Maybe fear of the future is weighing on you. We would like you to take a little break from all that and start having fun. When you stop fixating on what has been making you heavy-hearted, we get a chance to move our magic in our direction. We just need you to let go a little. Spirit needs some room, and it gets very inspired by your laughter when you have fun. When was the last time that you really got loose and silly and goofy? Probably if you were watching Nasty Women Tarot. Maybe you need to go dancing or watch some very fun comedy to make you laugh, or call one of your friends you know who will remind you of how ridiculous and delightfully giddy you can be. You will return refreshed and renewed and ready to once again see the world less daunting, and you will be ready to receive in perfect timing the bounty that Spirit has for you. Don't you just love how much we care about you?" I love that card. That was a fun one. I haven't pulled that one before, so that one's new. Did you have a card for her, Dean?
A card for who?
I think it was it Casey? What was it? I gotta look now. Karen.
Let's see.
Karen Cohen.
Let's see. Karen. Yeah, I can pull one real quick. Let me see.
Yeah, Casey is here. I'll pull one for Sharon.
I'm sorry, you didn't let me know who you were reading on, so I didn't.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Well, you were the one that told me, and I pulled.
I know I said that we should do more than just pull a card for her.
Yes, we can do that.
Okay, let's see. Well, so I pulled from my ancestral spirit oracle cards.
Ooh,
And
I've seen those in a while.
Go with the flow. This card represents let go, rest, and manifest. Now let's see what this card means. Go with the flow. What fully means? Go with the flow. Go. The flow 56. I don't always use these cards, and I really should because they're really cool. It says, relax, let go, and go with the flow. You don't need to control a situation. Know everything that is going to happen or plan everything in advance. Time out is just as important as doing. So don't feel guilty about gifting yourself some relaxation. When you go with the flow, you can manifest more quickly and easily. So go with the flow, Casey, which I'm going to offer, since we're on, Casey, I want to go ahead and pull cards for her today because she was very, very generous with us today.
But I'm doing also. What nice cards.
Let's see. I'm pulling Golden Girls up for you because why not? We can all be a little golden from time to time.
The underlying card on mine is the Two of Swords. It's choices and direction. You have options coming your way, opportunities coming your way. I love the first two cards in this reading. I get the Emperor and the Empress right off the bat. I love these cards. These the Light Seers deck. Look at that. Empress pregnant with new opportunities. And the Emperor being in your power. The Page of Wands, which this card always reminds me of just that page of deliverance of the free spirit. That beautiful energy in you to let go and let yourself free. Sort of like your message from spirit. You need to let go and have some fun. Sing, dance, be joyous. That's a great card with the Page of Wands delivering that. Then I get the Ten of Pentacles.
Nice.
Wonderful family security, prosperity. I love this card. I like the Tree of Life symbols, the chakra symbols of the Tree of Life. It's a beautiful card, beautiful message. And Temperance, be patient. Everything will come. So you have opportunities coming your way that's leading you in the right direction. I think that Spirit card that said, let loose, laugh, dance, be free. It'll help them deliver that to you. Beautiful. I love this Temperance card. Look at that. He's an angel. See the wings on him? They remind you of Michael somehow.
Oh my gosh. Casey says, thank you, Deb. I'm looking forward to it. My boyfriend is a reader, but he's a Leo and not for everyone. A little too fiery. You know what, Casey? I have my run-ins with Leos too. It's like they're a lot to take in. They are definitely a lot to take in. Not everybody can handle a Leo. And some of us should be like,
they vary from person to person. Leos can be up or down.
That's
funny though. I love the fiery energy.
And she says, I love watching Golden Girls every night before going to bed. You know, it's I Love Lucy Stitch. I'm on a I Love Lucy kind of a thing now. Before it was that something else. I'll probably move back to Golden Girls again. But you know, it is what it is. You find what resonates and what works. But for you, my friend, let me see. Okay, so for you, my friend, what I have for you overall, the bottom of my deck is the Six of Swords. You're moving to calmer waters. You are moving. You're in a transitionary time, and with the underlining Haven Oracle says you are grounded in knowledge and ease. So just remember, you're grounded. You need to find yourself and ground yourself and with your knowledge and relax. Remember, the oracle I pulled for you earlier was all about taking that time for yourself and relaxing. So I have fiery. This is probably your husband or energy around you, which is the King of Wands. I feel like you seek shelter and guidance from him. You lean on him quite a bit, and what's opposing this whole situation is the need for movement. I'm not sure if you are trying to move or go to take a different adventure somewhere else because you do have the Six of Swords. I'm not sure. There's also two different. Sorry, I have a person trying to call me with a scam. I'll turn that off because I don't need that drama.
Oh, it's one of my
So,
scammers calling you.
so there's two. It's the Chariots usually has horses on it, but this has two options, right? So I don't know. This for you could possibly be sons. It could be daughters. It could be a son and a daughter. Your children. It could be moving towards family even, but there's something here that's opposing like this transition, right? I don't know if it's a financial thing or work, but yeah, there's something opposing your energy along with your husband. I do see right now that it's keeping you how the foundation of this, it's keeping you up at night, anxious, giving you some anxieties. I also see what you're wanting is to be able to take control with the situation, to stand your ground with the Seven of Wands. It's like, no, these are the options here, or I'm not going to let you try to like come in here and harass or bully me about this. This is something that we need to do. We need to fulfill some obligations or handle a situation without worrying about how others may perceive it. In the past, I feel like you're in control. You're very analytical with the Queen of Swords. You are the type of person that makes decisions based on situation. You're like a very like a matter of fact kind of person. You rule with the intention of, or you run your day to day life with just making those decisions based on practicality, what works, what makes the best sense. And your future is filled with aspirations, goals, dreams, hopes, desires for living a life that's meant to support and sustain what you're currently going through, supporting your family, supporting you without necessarily worried about financial gain, financial anything to make you stand out in the light. You're more homebound, family oriented, the betterment of that, what's around you. Now, for you yourself, you have the Two of Cups, you have a great partnership, a great relationship. You maintain those relationships, and I feel like you're at a good match with with you're with, working together with that person. I feel like you're an approachable person, easy to love, easy to share your love with others and people that you care about. I also feel like you reminisce on the good times, and those good times help you get through difficult times, especially when it's facing your hopes and your fears. And for the outcome, you need to stand by your convictions, take a leap of faith, and trust that not all will reveal itself. You just have to let loose and let spirit or the higher realms, like spirituality, guide you in the right direction.
And those of you, your boyfriend's really cute. I posted his website, Leo Fire 555 for Casey, and go check out the Lions Den. I love that. That was cute. He's a cutie.
Wow.
Cute. So
Well,
I
I'm gonna
will
have to
check
check it
out his channel. Maybe we can work with him sometime. That would be fun.
So she says it resonates because she's looking at buying a new house. So
I saw that. And I heard, yes, you guys will find a house.
Well, I knew there was movement. You're moving somewhere. You can't have the Chariot and the Six of Swords, and there's not going to be some type of movement.
We can handle this fire. I'm at Pisces. I'll just throw water on him.
We're both water signs here, so
yeah,
it'll be steam.
Yeah, we can create some good steam with them.
That sounds interesting. Oh, crud. I just dropped my cards. I hate dropping cards.
He's a cutie pie, though. Because I have a thing for those tall, dark, and handsomes. Though I'm married to another redhead.
Sorry, I'm not tall, dark, and handsome. You'll just have to deal with strawberry blonde on a good day.
Yeah, my husband wasn't strawberry blonde, but all before him were tall, dark, handsome. And I don't know what it is about green-eyed men, but they get me in trouble.
Look close, Kathy. Look close. They're hazel. There's green in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I usually date the olive-complected brunettes with devilish green eyes.
Blonde's definitely more fun. Yes, absolutely.
So I'm married to a Scottish man, a Scottish Irish man with twinkling blue eyes and mischievously twinkling blue eyes and an honest sense of humor. Just to balance me out. And he's also a Cancerian. Just to straighten me out.
Just to drive you crazy from time to time.
Yeah. On the way to lunch, he grumbled at me and I said, "Oh, are we going to do this again today? Because if it's going to continue past the bottom of the driveway, you can get out now. I'll go to lunch by myself." On that note, he shut up.
And then he waited till he pulled back into the driveway.
I hadn't pulled out of the driveway yet. I was waiting for the truck I saw coming down the road to pass. So he had about 5 seconds for the truck that was barreling down at 80 miles an hour. Our next is Sharon had asked us to pull a card for her, so I pulled a postcard from Spirit for Sharon, and it says, I'll try to read this one. "You are pure joy." Now, did you know that, Sharon? You are pure joy. Dear you, now is one of those times of being asked to add some distance, take a step back, and do nothing but observe. Well, that's going to be hard. Take a bike ride. Don't worry about how long it will take to regroup. Just know it's temporary and actually an opportunity for you to take a breath, slow down, and look at how far you've come. Decisions for the highest good are made when you have clarity, which comes from being open to information from both the intellect and the intuition. When you step into the role of observer, it's as if you turn on a switch that allows your soul to be an essential part of the information gathering and the decision-making process. In this way, you can approach things from a more neutral and non-just judgmental place. We know you'll make the right choice. Trust us when we say, now is not the time to get too close to the fray. Step back now, and you will be glad you did. Love you.
Okay.
That is
Now
me.
this card's beautiful, and it reminds me of where you're at in a way, but I've never seen where you're at. But I know it can be cold, bitter cold, and Christmas almost when it snows. But I picked for you, Sharon, respect your physical body. And I love this. It's peaceful. I love the energy
I
here.
love that.
I hate the snow personally, but I'll take it.
That Sharon lives in a cabin very similar to that too.
It says respect your physical body. Detox, rejuvenate, and relax. Okay, so I'm going to read the ancestral meanings for the. When I'm using this deck, I'm just going to read the ancestral meanings because they resonate more with me. It is time for you to pay more attention to your physical surroundings, both your body and the environment where you live and work. Your mortal body is just as important as your spiritual energy. It is important to look after the vessel that carries your soul. Consider how you contribute to your health and well-being. Also look at the energy where you live and work. Create a sacred space so you can go home and relax and recharge. That's good advice for anybody, really.
That's funny that both of our cards are telling her to step back and recharge.
Thank you, Casey. Thank you for subscribing to both of us. Hello, Jerry Polito. I hope I said that right.
Yes. Our next question was with Deb Z.
Can you put the? There you go.
Yeah. Well, she's the only one that's got in there for a start question. So it says, please pull me a card on what Spirit wants me to know about dealing with negative people in our lives.
Okay, let me pull. Let me see.
I'm pulling from my Secret Language of Light deck. That was what Spirit told me to pull from for you. I love these cards. One of the things I do when I have negative people that are interacting in my life and bringing my energy levels down, as I sit down and do a meditative prayer and send them pure love, and then ask that any negativity that they have in them to be returned back to me so that I can return it to Mother Earth and fill them with love. So, and then I do that prayer. I do that light work 3 times when I'm sending that out to that person. So hopefully I can break down that negativeness coming from that person and send it back to Mother Earth so that their hearts can be filled with a more positive, loving vibration. So that's one of the things I do. And it certainly can't hurt to send healing light to somebody that's functioning in the negative. Oh, this is funny. Talking about healing, that is the card that came out. It's healing. And that's card number 5. I wish these showed up better in the camera because they're really beautiful cards. There's a person in meditation here at the bottom. This is that healing energy light with the angels above it. And all that energy from, this is what I'm talking about, pulling the energy from Earth down through your chakras and sending that to that other person, that healing love energy. So, card number 5. Let me read number 5. Be illuminated by love and truth. Right now, a healing is taking place to support our understanding of the gifts in our experience. Weird or difficult circumstances can often be fast-track path to our desires. Until we recognize subtle imbalances, the best way to clean up outdated beliefs is to have our buttons pushed. Buttons are created to be continued attention to unbalanced thoughts, ideas, and beliefs. Every time we are reminded of or talk about hurt, it pushes a button and reopens that wound that is yet to be healed. Wounds are created by mental, spiritual, and physical trauma. Poking at them will prolong the healing process. Leave them alone so balance can be restored and the wholeness returned. Inspired action for healing may include seeing a therapist, consulting a medical professional, or spending time in the ocean. And Deb, you're not that far from the ocean. Focusing on what you love is also healing. All is perfect in every moment, even if you can't see it at the time. And then it has some meditations. And Deb, what I'll do is I'll take a snapshot of this meditation that they have here for you and send it to you. I have your address. And inspired reflection actions. Take a class in pottery or even your imagination to mold your everyday experiences and sculpt your life. Go outside, be barefoot, lie down on the ground and try sleeping outside, meditate, or yoga outside for at least 10 minutes every day of the week. Do some research on organic food, grow some vegetables, and try plant-based eating if you feel that's right to do so. Journal work for those 3 days. For 3 days, draw and write all the ways you feel grounded and connected to your body and natural world. That's interesting. It has 2 meditations in here too, Deb, and I will send you copies of those.
So what I got for Deb Z is shine brightly, stand out, be proud, individuality. Okay. Now that this card means it's time, beautiful one, to light up and shine brightly. Like the Huli Wigman, be proud of who you are and what you stand for. During these trying times, you are much needed here on Earth. It can be scary to shine brightly or to stand out and be different, but do not hide your light or dull yourself down. You're not alone in this. The universe is supporting you and helping you shine as brightly as you can so others can benefit from your positive energy. So that is how you deal with negative people. You don't let them steal your energy. Don't let them dim your light. You need to shine brightly.
We all know sometimes that's hard to do, is to not allow somebody to dim your light.
Thank you for your question, Debsy.
It was a great question, Deb.
Have a good evening, KC526, and thank you again.
Thank you for coming, and we'll check out your Your honey's channel.
So who's next, Kathy?
Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me take Deb's down. I have to look at the list. Jerry, I would love to hear from my sister. I would use my guides and what I can to help with what to do to help her daughter who has had a stroke.
I'm hearing diet and stress. Looking for ways to help her de-stress and making better choices within her diet. Let me see what the cards say.
And if she's had any physical limitations from her stroke, help her to be patient, working through any physical therapy to restore that function. It will return. And she may have some lingering side effects, but the majority of her any side effects will return over time. It does take time to heal from a stroke. And I agree with the diet, exercise, and talking to her doctor about what kind of changes she needs to balance her blood work out so that she's not putting herself in a position to possibly have more strokes, lowering her cholesterol levels, changing to a more plant-based diet that would be more beneficial to her, that type of things. Her cardiologist and a good dietitian can work with her to get a better balance on her food intakes. So I would seek professional assistance on that. Physical therapy, definitely a must. For any residual from speech, from any limitations on any of her movement.
Okay, well, I definitely see you as the Queen of Pentacles, Jerry. The motherly type that wants to take care of everybody and everyone. But I would say be mindful about how much you mother her. In a sense, don't do everything, go out of your way to do everything for her, to protect her, constantly protecting her. Because if, as an adult, I feel like she's an adult. As an adult, we don't necessarily want somebody to be hanging over us all the time. We want to feel independent. So I do have you here as the Queen of Pentacles, and the Cups is opposing you. So let her know that you're there to help her with her day-to-day stuff. Let her know that you're there to help her bathe if she needs help bathing. Let her know that you're there if she wants to get like a nurse's aide to come in and help her do her things. Let her know you'll support that. Whatever she wants to do, let it be on her terms, right? Because you don't want to overstep your boundary, come into her, you know what I'm trying to say. You don't want to like risk doing that and cause more stress or drama when it doesn't need to be. Okay. I do feel like this whole issue has caused you to be scared, concerned, worried with the Three of Swords. And I do feel like what you're wanting to have is a plan of action, a plan to go from A to B to C with this treatment process. And that is the kind of feel I'm getting with the King of Wands here, having a process and moving with it. You see the end line, and that's where you want to go. But you have to respect the process. I see you're also like a mindset of the Queen of Swords as well. Not only are you want to mother her, but then you also want to like make the arrangements for her, take control of the situation with the Queen of Swords. You have just note that it's not just your decision, it's your daughter's decision to move forward with whatever treatment that she wants to take. Just know that you're going to be her ringleader, to be there to support her if and what she needs support with. And again, with the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like you're going to provide that support for her to get her back on track. I also feel that, again, I think this overall, the self-view of this situation, I feel like you're going to sit back comfortably and watch her gain more abilities day after day after day after day after day. She's going to be healing. But like Kathy said, it's a slow process. There might be times where things may seem chaotic. Some things may be said with the Five of Swords, but just know, again, be respectful of one another, because remember, you're two adults here. Remember, you are her mother. You're always going to be her mother, and that's never going to change. But just know that as adults, you have to respect each other as adults and making decisions. Now, for hopes and fears, I had the Tower card because the worst thing that could possibly happen is something can go drastically worse. And I think that's what underlining her health. I feel as though that's what scares you, and it still scares you because it turned up in the cards. Where did it go?
Scares her too.
Yes. Just know that worrying about something you have no control over, it's going to make it worse. So get the advice of doctors, and if you don't like the advice what that doctor's giving you, get a different doctor. Okay. And ultimately, I feel it's going to end up with as a Six of Pentacles, compromise, give and take. You're going to have to find a healthy balance of how are you going to mother your child who is an adult through a difficult process. Because remember, you have a different relationship of your daughter as you did when she was a child. Remember, there's the dynamics of that relationship have changed over the years. And I do feel like you are overprotective and you don't want anything to happen to her, but at the same time, it's free will. She has her own choices to make. And I know that still scares you because I have the Nine of Swords under the Nine of Wands. I know it scares you.
Rightfully so. I have suffered 5 strokes myself, and they do take time to regain your strength, your energy, and then you sit around waiting for the next one in fear of having another one. It doesn't always necessarily mean you are going to have one. I had 2 in a row when I was in my early 30s, and then it was 12 years before I had another one. So, but I got my weight under control. I got my eating habits changed, and I follow my doctor's advice in those areas. It made a big difference. I didn't have the next one for 12 years. I'm also juvenile diabetic, so it being a predisposition for having that kind of problem to begin with. I do feel like she is going to recover, though, and like Dean was saying, you can be her parent, but right now she doesn't need somebody mothering her so much as she needs your support as a friend to support her through this recovery process. Don't start waiting on her hand to put in all that. She's going to feel like she's not recovering. She's not capable. She needs to be able to cross some of these hurdles on her own. It's okay to help her. Ask her what she needs from you rather than just taking over. That's our motherly thing. As I know, my mom did that when I had my stroke, coming in and taking over. And I'm like, Mom, you need to back off a little, So realize that all you're doing is trying to help her from your heart, and it may not be coming off that way on her perspective. But right now she's got the 5 of Cups. She's feeling like there's a loss. There's a loss from the stroke, from however that stroke impacted her. She still has 2 cups up. She will recover from this. Because I get the Ace of Cups, that healing heart, and this is telling me that yes, she will heal from this. It will take time, but she will heal. She's waiting for her ships to come in. Yes.
You had a heart there, and I had the 3 of Swords, which she had a heart on her sweater, which is on her chest. So that's telling me she might need to check out with a cardiologist. Just to
definitely
be on the safe side. Look for some good cardiologists.
All that goes hand in hand. They need to determine where her strokes are coming from. Are they coming from a venous vascular in the legs? Are they coming from for instance, I have a weak valve in the right chamber of my upper chamber of my heart that's sluggish, that causes blood to puddle, and then I throw little mini strokes. And I've had a couple of big ones, but I throw a lot of little mini strokes that, so they have my blood thinners, things like that to control it. So yeah, you need the cardiologist needs to work with her to determine what's triggering the strokes. Is it a cholesterol issue? Is it a vascular issue in the legs? Is it in the neck? If she's had an aneurysm that's gone to her head, what's causing that? That'll help with the amount of treatment they get. She is in that position right now of waiting for her ships to come in. She's wanting to understand what causes, like we were just talking about, the cause, and will she recover? And yes, I do feel like she'll recover. They will get her into physical therapy. They will do more tests on her to track what's going on, what's causing it. You're going to have to work with your network of doctors, dietitians, and physical therapists to do this recovery. You can't just go home and sit in a rocking chair and expect everything to just get better on its own. It is work. And expect dietary changes, because that's usually one of the big factors is eating habits. And it's easier said than done. It's hard to change your eating habits, but it can be done. She does have the 7 of Wands on her side. She will move to higher ground. She will recover from this. This is a good thing. This is like the 8 of Wands. It's an upward movement. Hard work and diligence, and she will get there. And it finishes with the stars, which is a good outcome. So the heavens will shine on her. She will get through this, and it is a process. And JR just came in the room. JR, I meditated on your reading, and I don't want to read it publicly. What I'd like to do is send you the link at the end of the program, and for you to come backstage with Dean and I after the show so I can talk to you about this. I've got I pulled her picture up and I meditated on it, was doing free writing on what I was getting, following her energy. So I would like to talk to you about this privately. And I don't know if you're related to her, so yeah, I don't want to do it publicly. But I do want to talk to you, so we will get that reading. Did you have anything else for that?
Mm-mm.
Jerry, bless you. I know you guys will work this out. And remember, be her support. Not, I know you're her mother. Be her mother, but don't mother her. Give her some of that space to heal. Talk. Ask her what she needs you to do for her rather than just taking it upon yourself. And I think that will help a lot. Oh, good. I'm glad you're not related. Teresa wants to know if we can read on her daughter Katie's health. Will she get better? What kind of problem are you having? Because I'm
not comfortable reading that one.
Not comfortable reading on health. Yeah. And my suggestion is you need to work with your medical professionals in regards to the health. I'm familiar with stroke recovery because I've been there and gone through that. And it is a long process. But even that, always work with your doctors. In regards to her getting healthier, I'm hearing she will have a slow recovery, but she will have recovery. I don't know what kind of medical problem she has. It's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be complete though, or if it's going to be something she's going to struggle with. I'm hearing improvements. Is this a serious long-term medical issue? You can just say yes or no. So I don't want to dive into it too deep. Because I feel like it's something you need to be working with specialists with. I'm hearing specialists. Do I see her moving on with her life? One, I don't read on deaths, and even if I got cards, I would be very reluctant to read on it. I'm seeing that she's going to get better, but not a complete. I don't know what her health problem is. I mean, this is something she needs to be working with her doctor. She's going to have improvements. To what extent, I don't know. Are you getting anything you want to share, Dean, or you're not?
No, I'm not feeling comfortable reading that one.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just getting bits and pieces because I'm not trying to dive into the energy completely because I'm feeling like it's not something I should be in. I'm hearing words specialists, some recovery. So I don't know what she's suffering from, but it's something she needs to be working with specialists and stuff for. That's where you need to go to your medical professionals on that. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's feeling like it's more extensive than something I would feel comfortable reading on. Yeah, she's going to have to work with a team on it, though. She doesn't have a lot of choice. I feel like it's not something she can handle without working with doctors. And there's more than one kind of doctor out there, too. You can check alternative medication, alternative practices. Western medication is not the only thing out there. And we're on the 1.5 hour mark. Do we have any other questions? Have you seen any?
I haven't seen any yet.
I'm going to put the invite link in here for JR so we can. JR, this is for you. If you would come into the, just click on the link, and that will bring you backstage. And after we sign off, we will bring you up so that we can all talk, and I will go over that reading with you because I did it in a meditation. And do you want to pull a closing card for the group?
Sure.
I think I'm going to pull a card from Gaia. She's been sitting on my desk for a while, and she wants to be heard. I love this. The namesake card.
You want to take Teresa's message off?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry about that. The card I pulled from Gaia, my Gaia Oracle, is Sacred Heart, which is the same card as the picture on the back is the same as the picture on the card. It says passion, love, and spiritual communication. And pull the book here. These are really beautiful cards. I should use them more often. This is card number 12, Sacred Heart. Well, it's the same as the picture on here, too. So it says, you're entering a period of profound and heartfelt love, a deeply emotional time where you focus on questions and think about the things that matter to you most. You will find yourself reevaluating your priorities and the core values, and this leads to a long path of self-discovery, bringing with it deepened spiritual connections to the earth and your surroundings, family, friends, and loved ones. Your passion and your appreciation for life are heightened. At times, your emotions overflow to the point of being almost unbearable. Yet, this is nothing to fear or be concerned about, for this is the most sacred and precious time through which your living intentions are both seen and felt all around you. Your inner light and your wisdom illuminates, heals, and inspires. This is a good time for creative writing, or you may feel inclined to draw, paint, or take up creative pursuit of some kind. Thank the earth and the stars for the many blessings you receive. The affirmation for the day is, I am in tune with my inner light and wisdom. I am guided always by love. I energetically share my light and wisdom with others. I am one with the earth and the stars. The guidance I receive is free from the limitations of time and space. So beautiful.
And the card I pulled was Clear Your Mind. It's about being present, focused, and embrace. This card reminds you to slow down to take stock of what is important to you right now. You may have lost your connection to who and what matters most. If there is too much confusion around you, you may lose focus. Try not to get distracted from your values. Be clear about who you are and your immediate needs. Avoid putting your happiness and well being off for another day.
That is the news deck.
Huh?
Absolutely. I love the deck. I love that deck. And JR, anytime you can go ahead and click on the StreamYard link that I put in under my name, Kathy's Got It Like Tarot. And you don't have to type anything, just come into the stage. It'll walk you through it. And we'll go over this reading with you. If you can't access it through that, do a friend request on Facebook to me under Kathy Stafford. Do a friend request because I don't think I have you on my friend. Let me know it's you if you're in Facebook and are under a different name. Let me know it's you, and I will add you to my messenger so I can go on a video chat and talk to you about this this meditation I did on Cassandra. She's a beautiful young girl too, by the way. I can verify with you. Yes, the police are diligently working on it. They're just not getting any leads right now. They've been interviewing lots of people, looking at tapes, trying to trace her movements.
Thank you, Viviani.
Thank you, Viviani. And thank you for taking the time to post the websites for us, Viviani. It's really a wonderful help. So everybody, have a great day. And like I said, JR, just click on the link in the pull down so we can talk. Or if you can't access it through that, go ahead and do a friend request to me, and I'll watch for it on Facebook Messenger. Can you confirm if you're in Facebook and Facebook Messenger for me? If not, if you'll email me, send me your email link. I can always do it on a Zoom.
Is JR even in the room still?
I don't know. I'm not seeing a response.
Yeah, JR is still here. Okay. There's no pressure, JR. If you don't want to do it, then you don't have to do it.
I just didn't want to read it publicly, but I will give you the information I got because I got a pretty good. What I did is I printed her pictures and I followed her energy through her picture, and I got a visual stream of what's happening. So it's totally up to you. If not, just email me and I can let you know what I got. So anyways, everybody have a good Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully your weather's good in your part of the world.
Yes.
We're 71 here in Central California right now, and I don't know what your temperature is there in Nebraska. Frigid. 40?
I had no idea. It was 60 last time I saw.
Oh, that's nice and warm. So anyways,
Yes.
Blessings to you all, and we will see you next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.